What up, guys? It's Reefer here. Back with another episode, but I've got a more serious, more political video for you. This is more towards my activism. Not only do I do product reviews and stories about my life, but I'm also a very strong activist, and I have to keep to my roots. I didn't realize that loving weed so much meant that I'd go into politics, but it's just weird the way it works. So I've got a joint here rolled up for you since I got a discussion. Today it's a pretty serious topic about legalization, you know, the benefits of legalization and what's behind it. And I wanted to talk to you about the black market today. Now that plays a massive role in cannabis. The head of NORML said if cannabis was taken off the black market, that would extinguish about 70 to 80% of the black market. Tasty. All my the papers I got here today are raw rolling papers. They are organic hemp. I got them from Custom Culture in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Okay, so the black market. Let's get some music going. Now, the black market. It starts with the customers, I guess. Let's just start with the customers for this side. There are three kinds of customers. There's recreational, for fun. There's the medicinal between the crops. That's anybody that's a medicinal user that are between crops and growing their own, or a medicinal user having a hard time getting their green card, such as myself. Now, dealers. Most dealers, they are the bigger ones, selling in the bigger quantities, selling in smaller quantities. There are the smaller dealers, that's normally kids in school, universities, and their profit from it usually goes towards buying the next batch of cannabis, or buying food, paying bills, just helping out in life. That's also where access to kids comes in. That's where kids can easily access it, easier than alcohol or cigarettes, which are illegal and regulated for minors. Now there are also dealers that their profit goes to buying larger quantities of cannabis or larger quantities of cocaine, ecstasy, and LSD to widen their inventory. And that can also go to selling towards kids. Now, the growers. The growers, where the dealers pick up their cannabis from. There are growers organized by gangs. There's also basement and closet growers, which is exactly that. People growing out of their closet or basement, and their profit just goes to helping out pay bills. That money goes back into society once again. And they are just good people growing a plant. There's also medicinal growers that if they have extra crop that they don't need, or they are over their medicinal budget, they will sell to dealers, and their profit will also go to help supporting themselves, such as paying bills, you know, helping their family. Now, the gang-oriented ones. Now, what they do with their profit is their profit goes to more criminal acts, such as buying illicit drugs, more illicit drugs, such as the cocaine, ecstasy, LSD, from imports overseas to bring it into our country. That's when gangs sell it. And gangs will have turf wars between other gangs over drug property, or one gang can sell more than another gang, or it's, their claimed property. And people are killed in those gang wars. Gangs can also lace the cannabis, which is very unhealthy. It could be laced with cocaine and speed and ecstasy and methamphetamine. And they can also sell moldy, bad quality cannabis just because they want to make that extra money. Now that is the harms of cannabis being on the black market. That's just some of the harms. Please post more down below. But that's a gist of the union, the black market union, on how it works. Now, if it was descheduled and it was no longer on the black market, gangs wouldn't be able to grow it and sell it to compete with the rest of society. Now, if it was descheduled, it would be grown, farmed, sold, and regulated just like any other product in any other store. Stores would offer competitive prices at A+ quality, and with that, not many people would want to grow their own for recreational purpose. The recreational purpose, users would most likely want to buy from a store where it's regulated and easier to get rather than growing. Those recreational growers that still want to grow still can if they were a connoisseur, just like somebody in their own garden would grow peas or carrots. It's because they want to enjoy that homegrown quality, and so they can know what exactly has gone into it to grow it. Now, for the medicinal users, it would be more beneficial for them to grow because they can determine and find the strain that's best for them and their individual use, and they can regulate their dosage. Now, if both the recreational and the medicinal growers had extra at the end of the month that they didn't need, what they could do is go to the stores and offer a sort of grow rebate where they sell their extra to the store. They get money for it, which can help them in any way, and then the stores can then distribute it to any other people that want that kind of medicine. The stores can also make hold on a sec. Their own cannabis extracts, such as hashes, oils, creams, pills, and foods, which are healthier and better for senior citizens or those disabled. Now again, those disabled would want, and that can't grow for themselves, would want a store that they can buy their medicine at, since they are unable to grow. And none of this would involve the black market or gangs, because it would be descheduled, meaning no longer illegal, and it would be into society. And then we would run an education program for people who want to learn how they can grow and how they can study cannabis. Now, when it's grown, farmed, sold, and regulated, of course it would be scientifically tested to ensure the proper quality and safety regarding growing and conditions. Now, when it's illegal, it is wild to roam free and cause havoc. But if you regulate it like it's something normal, you can establish some sort of system, some sort of help, some sort of grid line where the vines can wrap around it and grow properly. That's what we need. Okay? This prohibition needs to end. Over 30 years. Because it was based on racism. Racism. Now, isn't that immature? Shouldn't we grow past that? That was 70 years ago. Fucking grow up. Okay? We need to get this legalized. It will help so much. So please, post more down below. Subscribe, like. It really helps me out. Thanks for listening to my rant, guys. Peace.